And we're back, as if seconds had gone by, which is probably the case. So, I've got Marunat under control. First things first. You can see it in your clan. Marunat. Marunat. Here it is. You can assign a governor if you want to. Doesn't matter if you don't. But it's there. You can see how loyal it is, the walls, the security. It has no food, as always. Like, I don't know if it's the AI who cannot absolutely keep the food problem in check. And here you can see the villages, and I have 4 villages. So, a city with 4 villages is normally always the best possible. It usually has more notable people. It has a higher chance of getting people in it, and this guy hates me. This woman hates me. I probably killed some of her friends or family. Right click. Yeah. 3 dead. I'm the one who killed them. Like, normally, AI does not kill one another. I do. So, if they're dead, it's on me. Hello, Coraine. Did you surrender? Is that why I'm not... No. Why are you not in jail? Well, that's fine. The dungeon is empty. So, here's the thing. You can put prisoners in dungeons to get influence. Or you can sell them into slavery. Because why not? Slavery isn't that bad of a deal. Again, militia. Nobody cares about the militia. Disappear. Go away. The low level one. Now, hired crossbow usually means it's a mercenary or is an evolution of a watchman. Mercenary are so-so. They cost a little bit more money, I think. So, don't pick the mercenaries as your go-to troops unless you actually are with nothing to do. And now I'm going to drop the woodrunners. I'm gonna drop who else am I gonna drop? I mean, at tier 3, at tier 5. I mean, the Vlandian are pretty good with their crossbows, but if I have to choose crossbowman, then it becomes a sharpshooter, so crossbowman have to go. One more. I mean, the Menavlion, just I don't normally hire them, so... Now, recruiting troops. If they love you, they'll give you more. If they don't love you, well, they're not going to be giving you all of them. So, I don't need more. Now, your party, sometimes they automatically do it, sometimes they don't. That is recruiting troops. Even though you're the one paying for them, most of the time they're just like, yeah, no, I don't need them. But this brings us to an interesting point. So, first of all, let's see. Do I have anything I need to upgrade on my side? No, so it's probably an ally and I can do that another time. So, manage town. Reserve. Well, I have the money, so I'll just speed all stuff. Once you put 10,000 there, it's done. Oh, wow. So, it's pretty much everything is already at the maximum level of +3. The lime kiln should usually be the first one to be increased, because these make everything else faster to build. Like, at this point it's kind of a waste, but just not to leave it there. Then, since we're without food, we'll move on to irrigation. Again, why is there little food normally in AI settlements? Because they tend to go for increased prosperity, but prosperity costs food. And if you hit their villages, as it happens during war, they don't bring the food to the castle. And if they don't bring the food to the castle, like in this case it's Dalmengos that brings them food, then clearly they're going to be starving. Now, you can actually trade them food. Like, this is a valuable thing. You give them food and they turn to yours. They no longer starve. But again, with the security high and whatnot, there's no point. I have a lot of stuff I could be selling, but again, I have a lot of capacity, spare mounts, pack animals, troops, and so it's not something I need to concern myself with. Now, sometimes I just look if there's some kind of weapon which is better, and if there is, I just buy it. Now, I don't normally care about the sword. It even has lower length, it does more damage. No, it doesn't though, do more damage. It swings faster, and it thrusts a bit more, but again, don't care. The Ronfalia is a 200. I mean, this is better in all conceivable way, but it's not a couch lance. Now, Some people don't care. Well, like, yeah, I'll use it two-handed, just wield it as it's meant to be, and who cares? I mean, I could just do this, just to have the best of both worlds, and we can see where that goes. Then shields, always to the end. Now this is a good one, it has less weight, so we'll be doing this. And then the armor. Now, nice. Highland crown. Again, I have money. I can do... Now, one thing I noticed is that the highest level stuff usually starts to pop out as you increase your level. Like, most of these things weren't around beforehand. So, again, why not? I'm going to be spending so much money on this, I know, yeah. Now, I have more than enough, but at this point I can actually start selling some of the loot to offset the cost. Now, shift plus click goes in units of 5, but you can also do this. There you go. So it depends, like, most of the time it doesn't matter, but when you get to attacking a lot of people, now you can keep this around for an NPC or it's for who's following you. Like, well, the low tier level stuff is the one where there's a lot of it. Like, Highland Tunic. And down it goes. And just go, 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 go. And the cost you have to pay drops down again. Good. Just keep at it. Nobody cares. Now, this is for smithing, so I'll keep it. I could sell the weapons, but again, the weapons I'll keep too, because I can refine them and get new stuff out of them. So, bolts, these things you can sell, but at this point doesn't matter. I just dropped the cost a bit, and again, I could. Doesn't mean I want to, but I could. Like, seriously, I could. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. But that's it. Yeah, it set me back a bit. Now I can go to the character. No, it was party. It was party. For the inventory, it's always party. No, I'm stupid. For the inventory, it's always inventory. So, now we have a black. Now, it's a bit difficult, but you can usually go through value, and when you go through value, you normally see... There you go. So... Yep. It's a 100 weapon. Do you have a 100? It's a rigid arming sword, and versus the fine steel, weight is the same, it does a bit more, I know, who cares. You actually had a better shield. Well, more weight, less hit points, but... Yeah, you know what, go for... If it weighs less, it's usually better, makes it faster. Then, was that it? Nothing else? No, there should be shoes. Also, somewhere. Well, type. Here we go. She's the second I ever hired, so she gets the better stuff. And then you kind of go downwards. You're like, yeah, no, same thing, this is a bit better, so you take this. It's identical, and then you just spread the love. And you see how they're made, who needs it better. This shoes, you always find shoes. Good. No. And that's it. So, now I could recruit troops from here. Notice, your allies too will, but the better part of Valor, see, +4 recruits. Let them recruit them from here. Now, let's see. I'll give a hand. So, this time, we'll let them... Now, see? 9 troops are lost, but not from my part. Not... Wait, no. Where am I? Here. So, yes, I lost 1 troop, which was an Imperial Archer. I probably would not have lost it had I fought the battle, but you cannot always win them all. Yeah, thank you. Bye. I don't even care who you are. So, I can let her go. Again, I maybe shouldn't have, but charm. Need to bring the charm up. I have some troops that need... and because I lost an archer, the prisoner limits drop down by 1. So, can I hire one of you? No, I cannot. So I actually have to let one of you go. It's better to be the one who decides. Because otherwise, it's going to pick at random and it could be anything. So... spearman or infantry? Go away. There we go. Yeah, sure. So, I help them out. Now, here's the thing. I could wait in the city a bit. See, they change prisoners, they're just doing their thing, and the wounded get a chance to heal. And your relation with notables in the settlements in which you are standing increases. So, it's a, see, sold, boat, blah blah blah. Usually after a short while, the situation stabilizes. Or so it would be, or maybe it doesn't, and you're stuck watching it go. But again, after a while, everything gets better. After a while, if you stick around. So, just bringing these guys up. You fought quite well. You deserve it. Welcome to the family. You are now better at everything. Up you go. Let's cover swordsman. And I could hire a Stygian soldier. Why not? So, is it 202 it is. Yes it is. So I have 2 more. Here you go. And if I'm wrong, well, that's fine. I just leave someone here in the garrison. Now, every now and then, your allies might actually purchase troops. Might. See, the caravans are moving. This is a nice spot. I'm getting a lot of value out of it. Because I have Marunat, Seonon, Uteline Castle, and then Vacek and Reviel. I pretty much have this line of cities. I used to keep the Battanians out, and now I am the Battanians. Yeah, how have times changed? Now, let's do one thing for today, which is the hideouts. So, I mentioned at the very beginning that one of the mods I have removes the limit to hideouts. Because usually you cannot bring a lot of troops, like 12, 16 maybe. And that's hell. Because hideouts sometimes tend to have as much as 40 troops. Like in this case there's only 4. But unfortunately you cannot you see, you always have to attack. You cannot let your troops deal with it. Which is silly. Like in my opinion this is extremely silly. So, also, a thing of beauty. Your archers, your archers in hideouts battles are automatically put to hold fire. If you want them to fire arrows, you need to tell them to fire at will. Why should I fight a duel with you? I'm like... Is that wrong? I'll cut the gate. Yeah, who would have guessed? So, normally hideouts have a lot more for today. Having family, sharing library with a family makes it cheaper, but also makes it, you have to share it with them. So, also, again, as you may have noticed, relations with the notables nearby has gone up. This happens all the time, even with looters, with bandits, clearing hideouts. When you're starting off, just do a lot of that. Just cleanse the filth and the rubble, and you'll normally get people to like you. The hideout then disappears, and that's pretty much it. Well, that's all for today. Maybe there's going to be another one, but I don't think so. So that's all, and have a nice day.